How you doing today, Kevin?
I'm great. I'm a little overwhelmed by two things. One, how good it turned out. It's so good. Like, it's just nuts because it could be bad. You know, that's always a possibility when you write a script or you start to shoot something. And it just, between Jack's writing, Jason's directing, and Tim's acting, like, that three-legged stool is so strong, and the series is so strong. And the kids are amazing. But the other thing that's overwhelming, terrifying, is just how beloved this franchise is. When you see like the social media traction, and you're like, oh, this isn't going to be one of those shows that comes and goes. Like, we better be beloved because they love the original, and you don't want to let people down. So that's a little. It's exciting. Pressure is a privilege, they tell me. So hopefully nobody's disappointed. I don't think they will be.
What were the advantages of doing it as a series versus a movie this time around?
That's a great question because, you guys, I'm sure you consume so much, and then you go, well, these 6 episodes could have been a movie, and how did they decide to do this? And, of course, the algorithm is like, we want to keep them watching, and so 6 roughly half-hour installments versus 1 super long movie. I think it does give us more like cliffhangers, more act breaks, and then it, you've probably experienced this where you're like, I just watched The Patient on Hulu, and it's like if they'd said you have to watch 300 minutes of Steve Carell sitting in a room, I would have gone like, well, you're out of your mind. But 10 half hours, absolutely, I'll watch everything. So I think it's smart, to give people, you'll have the installments and you can consume them however you want. But I do find myself appreciating the bite-sized a little more than the jumbo Kit Kat.
If you were to take over as the Claus, what would be your secret to giving the perfect gift?
Well, I'm as somebody who overdoes it. As somebody who my wife and I always do this thing where we sort of go, we got to get the kids these things, and then we both independently also get them. We don't consult with the other. So I always give too much. As part of the message of this is give the right gift, not a ton of gifts, don't overwhelm them. But the one thing that I would definitely do differently than Santa Claus has historically, I think naughty kids need presents more to help heal the trauma that makes them naughty. Nice kids are already nice. Like, their things are going great for nice kids. So, if and when there is a second season, I'm always pitching let's see what happens if we give the naughty kids some presents. Maybe they'll be nicer.
I really like that. That makes a lot of sense. Like, yeah, the naughty kids kind of needed a little more.
Some love.
I have to ask, will we get to see the person who fell off the roof from the first film?
You sure will. Yeah, you will. That's a great question. He's amazing, and it's an incredible sequence, and I never know how much I'm allowed to say, but it's all coming out soon enough, and you will be delighted by that scene.
Last question, just kind of to plug the series a little more. If you had to sum it up with one word, one statement, what can fans expect from the Santa Clauses?
Magic.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.